Welcome to Epic Story Recaps. Our story begins with Emily being interviewed for a job. The interviewer asks Emily about a mark on her record. The interviewer says he didn't do a background check, but saw that there was a run-in with the law. He asks Emily what happened. Emily says she got a DUI when she was a kid. The interviewer says that he was testing her to see if she would tell the truth, and she failed because he has her records on his desk. He asks her to start over, but Emily gets mad. Because he tricked her, she tells him that she needed this job because she has $70,000 in student debt. She storms off. Emily works at a dead-end job at a restaurant. She delivers food around LA. A coworker asks Emily to cover his shift, but Emily doesn't like to work downtown at night. The coworker says he needs to take his son to a baseball game, so Emily has compassion for the kid and agrees to take the man's shift. As a reward, her coworker gives Emily a number where she can make $200 in an hour. Emily asks what it is, and he says it's for something called dummy shopping. Emily has roommates in a tiny apartment. She has trouble with her student loans. Emily is a good artist. Between deliveries, she texts the number and gets an address to go to in the morning where everything will be explained. Emily meets up with her friend Liz from art college. In contrast to Emily, Liz is doing very well. When Emily says she may go back to New Jersey to live with her stepdad so she can save money, Liz offers to get Emily an interview at her prestigious firm. Emily and Liz party into the night doing blow and God knows what else. The next morning, Emily goes to the address she was given, but it feels sketchy. She gets her mace ready just in case. A strange fellow named Khalil at the check-in desk checks with Javier to see if Emily is legit. She gets her picture taken. A man, Yusef, explains that they will be breaking the law, but it's not dangerous. They are to buy a flat-screen TV with a stolen credit card. Emily decides to leave, but Yusef convinces her to give it a try. Emily goes to an electronics store and is able to buy a big flat-screen TV. The security guard asks her if she's going to pay for that. She's scared, but then realizes he was only talking about the hat she tried on in the store and forgot to take off. Yusef pays Emily and gives her a cell phone. He tells her that he will text her tomorrow about a job. He says it pays $2,000. Emily wants to know what it is, but Yusef says he'll tell her tomorrow. Emily draws in her crummy apartment. The next day she talks to her coworker about the dummy shopping. The elevator at the delivery site is broken, so they have to lug all the food up a bunch of stairs. Liz calls and says the interview fell through. Emily asks her if she really did talk to her boss. Emily sees that it is 1:04 and she hasn't received a text. She tosses the burner phone in the trash. But just then it starts getting a text. She tells her coworker that she has to leave to do the $2,000 scammer job. He isn't happy about it. On the way there, Yusef gives Emily black cards, the kind of credit card that has no limit to the amount that can be charged on them. Yusef tells her that with a purchase of this size, the bank will call the vendor, which will take 8 minutes. That's how long she'll have to get out of there or she'll be caught. She goes to a creepy car broker. The broker wonders why she doesn't want to see the car before buying it, but Emily says her boyfriend test drove it yesterday, so she doesn't need to see it. The broker is suspicious. He double-checks all her documents, but he processes the purchase. Emily is anxious. She knows the clock is ticking. He has her fill out forms, which drives Emily crazy. Just as she's about to drive off the lot, the guy gets a phone call saying something is wrong. She is scared. The guy tries to drag her out of the car. She gets back in the car and guns it. The guy chases her and demands that she pull over. She pulls over and maces the guy and then drives away. Emily throws the keys at Yusef and demands her $2,000. He tries to help her with her bloody nose, but she's pissed. When she's alone, Emily cries. Yusef helps her through her anxiety attack. He gives her a ride back and offers to put ice cubes on her face. Emily accepts his kind offer. Emily and Yusef hang out, but there's hardly any room in her apartment because she has roommates like she's living in a college dorm. Yusef says he likes her drawings. He shares his dream of buying a house. Emily is surprised at how much money he makes. She asks if he can show her how. He leaves his phone number. The ungrateful coworker is butthurt that she had to leave yesterday. He says the boss wants to talk to her. Her boss cuts her shifts, which angers Emily, but there's nothing she can do about it. Yusef shows her how to make fake credit cards for extra cash. He tells Emily that if she makes less than $5,000, it's not worth his time. If she makes more, he'll show her the next rung on the ladder of crime. Emily returns to her apartment to find a party full of strangers. In her room, she begins making fake credit cards. Emily is selling a TV in a parking lot. The buyers threaten to take it unless she accepts half. She tricks them and is about to drive away. They agree to the original price. She gets better at making fake credit cards and selling stolen TVs. She hangs out with Liz. Liz has her pet sit and apologizes for not getting Emily an interview. She's waiting for the right time. The dog will not stop barking. Emily can't sleep, so she decides to kill the dog. Just kidding. She's Emily the criminal, not Emily the monster. She lets the dog sleep on the bed with her. Emily gives Yusuf his cut and he decides to keep working with her because she's gotten good results. Khalil, Yusuf's cousin, wonders what she's doing there. He asks to speak to Yusuf. They argue in a foreign language. A guy named Chip and his girlfriend come by to buy a Samsung. They violently rob her. He threatens to slit her throat, and he robs her. The girlfriend takes Liz's dog. As soon as they leave with Emily's money, she locks the door. But then a strange thing happens. Emily decides she's had enough of life pushing her around. She grabs the taser Yusuf gave her for protection and goes after the thieves who are still in their car. They are about to leave when Emily tases the guy and drags the woman out of the car. She holds her at taser point and reads her address to her from her license. Now she knows where they live. Emily grabs the dog and her money and goes home. Emily goes to Liz's place for a party. She feels completely out of place with the young professionals. Yusuf shows up. Emily feels comfortable with him. Liz tells Emily that the time has come. She sets up an interview with her boss at the firm. Emily kisses Yusuf. They get busy. Emily looks at Yusuf longingly. Yusuf shows Emily his dream house. Yusuf asks Emily about her dreams. Emily says she just wants to be free. Yusuf encourages her. He asks her to meet his mother. Yusuf and Emily hang out with his mother. She asks Emily what she wants to do with her life. Emily says she doesn't know. When Yusuf's mother gets something, Khalil shows up with footage of Emily going to the same store twice in 1 week. Khalil is worried that if the police catch Emily, it could lead back to his family. Emily picks up Yusuf and sees that he's bleeding. He's been in a fight. Yusuf vents about Khalil to Emily. He hasn't gotten paid in a few months and the down payment is due on his dream house, but Khalil won't give him the money. Yusuf says he plans on robbing Khalil. He wants to know if Emily will help him, but she's hesitant. Yusuf tells her that if she robs Khalil, she'll have enough money to travel and make all her dreams come true. They boink. Emily goes to her big interview, but she finds out that the interview isn't for a job, but for an internship which pays nothing. She loses it and gets into a shouting match with the evil boss. Emily meets Yusuf. She will help him. They go to one of the warehouses, but everything is gone. Everywhere they go, Khalil has cleared it out. Yusuf calls the bank. Khalil cleared out their joint account. Emily says they should go and see Khalil, but Yusuf says that the people with Khalil are very serious. But Emily says that Khalil is expecting Yusuf to roll over. They can use that to their advantage. Emily goes to her work and grabs stuff that might be useful for their confrontation with Khalil, ties, and an X-Acto blade. Liz texts her, but Emily doesn't have time for that right now. In front of Khalil's place, Yusuf asks Emily what her conviction was for. She says it was for fighting with her boyfriend. She says her mistake was that she didn't go far enough. If she had really scared him, he wouldn't have gone to the police. She pretends to deliver food for Khalil. She tases the guy that comes to the door. Emily and Yusuf make the guy unlock his phone and lock him in his trunk. Yusuf texts the henchman from the trunk guy's phone and tells them that he's been carjacked on the other side of town. They leave to help their friend. Yusuf and Emily make their way to Khalil's room, but he is not there. He is in the shower, except he is not in the shower. It was a distraction. Khalil sneaks up on Yusuf and hits him over the head. Emily tries to tase him, but he bats the taser away. Khalil starts choking Emily. Things aren't looking good. Emily grabs her X-Acto blade and stabs Khalil in the stomach. She gets on top of him and holds the blade to his throat. She asks where the money is, but Khalil says there isn't any in the house. Emily says she is going to cut his throat if he doesn't tell her where the cash is. Khalil relents and tells her that there is money in the fridge. She finds the cash. She asks Khalil if he can talk. She gives him the phone and tells him to call an ambulance for himself. Emily helps Yusuf to the car, but she can't find the keys. She hears sirens getting closer. She grabs the money and tells Yusuf she's sorry. She walks away, leaving Yusuf to his fate. She gets away on a bus. The police raid her apartment, but Emily is gone. She is in South America enjoying the beach and her new life. Emily is leading a meeting like the meeting Yusuf led when she met him. She is now Emily the criminal. The credits roll. This was a dark film with a great performance by Aubrey Plaza. She is outstanding in the role of Emily. The movie itself is very bleak. It explores the negative side of human nature and the lives of the people that fall between the cracks of life. Have you ever felt like everyone knew the secret of success except you? I know I have, but thankfully those feelings pass. Don't be discouraged, be encouraged. Thanks for watching.